So how about those mazapan covered strawberries?
They were good as fuck.
They were so good. They were delicious. All right, guys. Welcome back to Hola, Bonita's podcast. This is episode 9.
I believe it's 9. Yeah.
Yes. It takes me a minute because I'm like, wait, where are we at now? But yes, this is our 9th episode. Thank you for listening to us. We really appreciate it. So if you're wondering what strawberries we're talking about,
Yeah.
This past week, we tried Lulu's Pink Berries, small business here locally in Elgin, owned by Gabby. Shout out to Gabby.
Shout out.
We ordered her dozen strawberries. It's her Mexican-inspired strawberries. And it has, we got 4 different flavors. We got tamarindo con chile. So good. Our son's favorite. And then we got the paletas de payaso inspired. And then we got duvalin. And my favorite, the mazapan covered ones.
Yes, the mazapan.
Which I think is white chocolate covered strawberries with mazapan, but I could be wrong. But they're so good. They seriously taste like mazapan.
Yeah.
And we also ordered her famous Churro Cheesecake.
Which was, damn, that was good.
That was so good. That was definitely a favorite for everyone. So shout out to her.
Shout out.
If you have not tried her, check her out on Instagram. Her Instagram is Lulu's Pink Berries.
They were really good, for real.
They were.
I'm not like the type to usually chocolate covered strawberries, but
like, just check out her Instagram. You will be ordering from her instantly as soon as you see her pictures because they look so good, and they are actually just as good as they look.
Yeah, and then our baby was eating the ones with chamoy, and his whole face was full of chamoy, but it was good as fuck. Yeah.
It was so good. So what are we drinking today?
We finally got some different beer.
Yes. Oh my God, about time.
So we are drinking Brickstone Brewery American Pale Ale.
Yes.
They are from Bourbonnais, Illinois.
Is that how you pronounce that?
Yeah, Bourbonnais.
Bourbonnais? Okay. I was like, how do you pronounce this?
Bourbonnais.
Is that like Southern Illinois?
It's by like Kankakee.
Oh, okay. I think that's somewhere south, right?
Yeah, it's by Kankakee, yeah.
So let me open my beer because I have not tried it yet. We got these a few days ago, and we were waiting for to try them here on the show so that we can give you guys our real honest reaction.
We were going to drink them too, but I was like, nah, let's wait and see.
Yeah. So this is an APA, which is an American Pale Ale. And this has won awards, so I'm very excited. So let's see. It's a craft beer.
Smells good.
It's good.
It really is.
Right? I definitely can see how it's won awards. It's so good. They say this is perfect to pair with like a grilled burger. I saw that online.
It's really smooth.
It's very smooth. It's like like an IPA is very hoppy. This is an American Pale Ale, and this is like you can taste the hops,
but it's not.
But it's smooth. It doesn't give you like that aftertaste of like really hoppy. I don't know.
Yeah.
If you drink craft beer, you know what I'm talking about. Especially if you drink like other APAs or definitely IPAs.
I like IPAs, but sometimes they're too hoppy for me.
Yeah.
You know?
And I don't mind that. I like that. I actually like double IPAs, double the hop.
Yeah.
But this is very smooth, and I can see how like you can pair this with like a big ass burger because it's not like como que no se siente como que it's not too filling, right?
Yeah. So if you want to try like IPAs, but you're not too sure, maybe try something like this.
Yeah.
And it'll give you the IPA kind of experience or whatever. But damn.
But I like it at a different level.
Too soon to tell if you like it better than the other one, the Jai Halai.
Well,
it's different.
It's different. This is an APA and the other one's an IPA. So.
But you can still like a beer more than the other.
I mean, yeah, but it's 2 different styles.
I like Victoria more than anything.
Really?
So.
Lame. Just kidding. I don't know what my favorite beer is. I feel like I have plenty. I don't know. Because then, like, I really, really, really enjoy, like, Lagunitas, like, a little some. And then like yesterday we had a fixed geared.
Yeah. If you haven't had fixed gear, you
That's
should.
really good.
That's one of my favorites right there.
Yeah, that's from Lakefront Brewery
In Wisconsin?
in Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and that one's delicious. It's really good. Fixed geared. I think that's like amber ale, a red ale.
Yeah, it's a red ale.
Red ale, yeah. It's really good too. Not as smooth as this.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, it's a different category, but it's really, really good. It also, you can have, it gives you like that, but not as much.
Yeah.
Right.
No, but that one is really different though
Yeah.
than this one. I think this one's closer to an IPA than what fixed gear is to an IPA.
I need to like have all the beers here present and like beer taste.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do that in a future episode. No?
Yeah. We'll have the, what's it called? When they have the little... when you try all the beers, what are those called?
Flight, like a beer flight.
Yeah, a beer
we
flight.
Need that.
We need to have
man.
that.
The ones things are back to normal, I guess. I definitely want to check out some breweries because I enjoy like trying beers and doing that. And I definitely want to go and check out Five Rabbit Cerveceria. They're on my top list. That's the first brewery I'm going to go to as soon as I'm able to. It's them. Shout out to them. I personally never tried any of their beers, but you tried their Ironica, which is their IPA.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
That was a while ago, right?
Yeah, that was like 2 years
in
ago.
Algonquin?
Yeah, I was pregnant, so I didn't try it.
But that's right. So
yeah,
you couldn't.
But I smelled it. Like literally smelled a beer can.
Yeah.
I smelled it and it smelled really good. So they're my top list for sure.
If anybody from Five Rabbits watching and wants to send us some,
yeah, please.
we are.
I know you guys do curbside pickup, but you guys are like
they're far.
The south side of Chicago.
So.
But yeah, I definitely want to try their beer for sure.
Yeah. We didn't talk about our sweatshirts. Your sweatshirt, my hoodie.
If you're watching on YouTube, check it out. I don't know if you can see it. Let me stand up.
So we are kind of testing.
We're testing merch right now.
These are nice, but it's not the quality. The quality's too.
Yeah, they're cute, but we wouldn't like sell these.
Yeah.
Didn't meet our quality standards.
I mean, this one's kind of like see-through.
Yeah, so yours is like
you can see my black shirt, my black tee underneath, right? So
yeah, and we didn't like that. And also, I like the fit on my sweatshirt. I definitely like the fit. I just feel like the print on the logo could
faded.
it could be a little more vivid. So I don't like that. So you'll see us with different merch. We're just trying stuff out, and I posted a selfie on Instagram, and I got a few messages from you girls saying how much you love it. Thank you so much, and that you want one. Thank you, I appreciate it. Be patient.
We're not
gonna sell this one in particular. Like I said, we want to make sure that the quality is gonna meet what we're looking for, we don't want it for you to wear it y que se deslave más en una lavada.
Unless that's what you're looking for.
Which I'm sure you're not.
But no, yeah.
So you'll see us like with different stuff. We're just trying out and we'll see.
Yeah, we're gonna test some stuff.
But it's really cute. I do like it.
The design is cool.
Very cozy, yeah.
So
we have so many ideas for future stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just thought of an idea right now, but
you can't say?
No, I can't say. But it's very, very exciting for girls.
For girls.
Yes.
So I gotta come up with ideas for guys.
If you want, yeah.
I don't know if guys are gonna want to talk about or wear a Hola Bonita t-shirt.
You'd be surprised. Maybe it's like a pickup line on a shirt, So
I just thought of something when we were talking about doing a podcast. Mm-hmm. It kind of was gonna be like just you, and then we were gonna have guests.
Right.
So that's why we named it Hola Bonita.
Yeah.
And I kind of was just gonna, put like the technical stuff, do like
be more behind the scenes.
Yeah, be more behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And then, the coronavirus.
Yeah.
Was
it happened,
and so we obviously can't have guests like here,
physically here next to me.
So we were actually looking for like a little studio, and then that shit happened. So that's how I ended up
as my co-host,
as the co-host of the Hola Bonita podcast.
But how is it going so far for you?
I think it's cool.
Yeah, you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
I enjoy having you as my co-host.
I mean, you know, you are like when we talk to our guests and stuff, sometimes I'm like, man, what? Like Yvonne, when she was talking about the permanent makeup and stuff like
yes,
that.
permanent makeup.
Yeah, like my mind was blown for real when she was talking about that.
Yeah, it's cool because like we both learn like really cool things from our guests and their stories. So that's very cool. My favorite part about this.
But yeah, I mean, that's why it's called Hola, Bonita. If I knew I was going to be part of it, maybe I would have been like, hey, let's,
do something a little more
gender
neutral.
Yeah.
But Hola, Bonita is cool though.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like our like logo and stuff.
It's very cool.
So that brings me, I just thought of something.
What happened?
I just booked a pretty cool guest for next week.
Are you finally going to tell me?
No.
Oh.
So I told my wife, and I told her too much.
Yeah.
I booked a pretty cool guest. This person.
He won't tell me who we're having as a guest yet.
So do you think I should tell my wife? I'm leaning towards telling you so that you can be prepared.
Yeah.
And so that, you might want to think of some questions to ask.
Yeah. But you want to surprise me also?
But also I want to surprise you. So what do you guys think that I should do? Should I tell my wife so she could be ready and, prepare, get some questions? Or should I just let it play out and be like, hey, this is our guest?
Yeah. I don't know. Let him know. Let him know ASAP. I need to know what's going to happen.
Yeah. So by the time you hear this, I hope she hasn't convinced me to tell her.
Yeah, because I keep asking. But, well, how are you going to tell me, like, hey, this is happening, but you can't know? You know?
It builds up
the suspense.
The suspense, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, do you think I should tell my wife? Should we announce it before? So I'm like pretty excited. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited, even though I don't know who this guest will be, but I'm very excited.
I told my wife, I'm like, okay, don't be thinking it's like Desi Perkins or like.
Yeah.
So, but Desi, if you're listening.
Yeah, maybe, hey, one day.
But yeah, let me know if I should tell my wife. What do you think?
All right, yes, let him know. So let's talk about your week.
My week.
Your week. What have you been doing this week?
So this week, I did something I have never done before.
What?
I was trying to organize my life.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something that we've been working on.
Yes.
During the whole quarantine.
Yes.
But I feel like this week it clicked.
Yeah, like you actually made some moves, did some shit.
Yeah. Like I'm the type of person, well, my whole life I've been like kind of winging it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so I've looked in the past to getting organized. And so I look at like YouTube videos and I read blogs of people that are like, oh, set your goals and then do this and do that. And I'm always been like, man, fuck that. Like, why would you do that? But I think this week it clicked.
Yeah?
I think it clicked why people do that.
Okay, so share with us.
So we are using an organizational tool.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Notion.
Yep.
And I've been trying to get the hang of it. Like at first I kind of gave up on it.
We did.
Because Notion is like a tool that you can write notes. You can,
it organizes your whole life.
Yes. But when you start out, it's a completely empty page.
Mm-hmm.
And so what you got to do is you got to organize the page to a way that you are going to understand and it's going to actually help you. So at first I was like, man, what the fuck? Like, what am I supposed to do, right? Like, there are so many different things that you can do.
It's very overwhelming at first.
Yeah, at first. But then, like I said, this week it clicked. And I found a system that I think is going to work for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You shared it. It's pretty cool. I jumped on that wagon. I'm like, okay, cool. Make one for me too.
Yeah.
But yeah, Notion, it's really cool. And like my husband has shown me videos of like on YouTube of people that literally were like their lives revolved around this organizing tool, Notion. Like they put everything in there.
Like everything.
Like their whole life is in there, from, you know, the recipes they're going to be eating that week to like if they work out or anything, like work stuff, everything goes on there. And it's very overwhelming and complicated at first because, like my husband said, it's something that's so, like, you can customize it to your liking that it's hard trying to create something that that's going to work for you.
Yeah.
Like if that, you know, if that makes sense. So we've been using it for a couple of months now, right?
Yeah.
At least. Mm-hmm. And we were trying to get the hang of it. And my husband was watching like other people use it, and it's pretty cool how they use it. But it's like, okay, how do they get it to be that simple for them though? You know?
Yeah.
And along the way, like I gave up on it. I'm like, cancel that shit. Because we pay for it. How much?
Yeah. We pay like
20?
16, I think.
$16 a month. Yeah. So I'm gonna cancel that shit. Let me save my $16. I can't use it. I don't know. Like, you know. And so I was using other things, and then this week when I saw how my husband's using it, I'm like, okay, sign me up back again. I think.
Yeah. If you want to try it, I think it's like $4 per person.
Mm-hmm.
But we have like we're doing our business off of there.
Yeah, like
and
everything, all of our businesses are integrated on there.
Yeah, so we kind of need like the more advanced features where like I could tag her in something and stuff like that. But should I talk about how it works?
Yeah, talk about it.
So you create your system, right? There's like a million ways to create your system, but how I did it was it's a to-do list, and there's a to-do list for every day of the week. Mm-hmm. And at the very top, you put what you want to accomplish during the week. So you kind of set like a goal and stuff like that. And then it has a section for really important tasks that you need to do during the week. Mm-hmm. So all the important stuff up top, right?
Yeah.
And then every day has a to-do list. And every day has a to-do list of stuff you got to do every week. Mm-hmm. So that stuff is, or every day. So that stuff is going to be there, you know, all the time. So like on Mondays, if you create your social media stuff, that's always going to be there on Monday, right? If on Tuesday you create a video, that's something you do every Tuesday, then it's going to be there every Tuesday.
Which is really important for businesses, especially, you know, small businesses. When you see these big corporations and they actually have a department for social media and people that are assigned tasks, that's great. But for a small business where you are behind the scenes doing everything, this will help you stay organized and stay on track with posting for your business on social media.
Yeah. So one thing we're trying to do is we're trying to create all of our social media in one day or two.
Mm-hmm. And schedule it out.
And schedule it out, right? So that would be in Monday and Tuesday. Mm-hmm. And then you fill out the rest of your week. So you kind of plan your whole week. And then at the bottom, it'll say like, oh, tasks that I didn't get done and stuff like that, right? But then another cool thing is at the bottom, there's a habit tracker. Mm-hmm. So a habit tracker is, you know, I'm trying to work out every day. And so it has a little check mark. Mm-hmm. So if you worked out, you go and you hit your check mark, right? I'm trying to drink more water, whatever habit you're trying to build. If you're trying to read 30 minutes, you can add it to that. And then you can kind of keep track of how you're building your habit.
I like that. That's really good.
So I think it's really cool.
Mm-hmm. And it feels really good when you check off your little box.
Yes.
It's like, okay, cool. I'm getting shit done, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like my husband brought that up this week when like having that option of actually checking shit off, like it's funny how the brain works. I felt very productive, even though it was like only 3 things on that to-do list or whatever.
Yeah, because we just started it, but
I was like, okay, I actually feel like I did what I had to do today because of the fact that I just like checked that off.
Yeah,
those 3
it
boxes.
feels good,
It
and
does.
it's like the brain. I was reading all about this, right? Like how some people react. So we react to seeing a little check mark.
I'm very visual. We both are very visual.
But then there's other people where. So Notion gives you the option to do a Kanban. I don't know. A Kanban is like there's little cards, and then it'll say, "Oh, you move it." You know, like oh, complete or in progress or whatever. And so we tried that at first, and it wasn't working for us.
No, it overwhelmed me seeing all these cards. I was like, wait, okay, what is done, what is not? Even though you can move it, like visually, it still kept me confused.
Yeah, but some people react to, you know, how you take your task and then you move it over to the completed section.
Yeah.
Some people react better to that.
Yeah.
But I guess we react better if
Checking stuff
off. And it's just so crazy how
it is.
The brain, like, you know.
Especially nowadays, you know, like how with this pandemic, a lot of us are working from home. And even after this, a lot of businesses will remain to work from home just because they see that it can be done, right? And so Notion is perfect for those people that worked at home, because working from home could be very hard in the sense that it could be very easy to get distracted, right? You need to have like really good time management. So Notion definitely helps with that. And we need to get sponsored now, because I feel like we keep...
But it's really cool though. You can organize your social media on there. So like you can create templates and be like, a caption, you know, the picture, notes on what social media you wanna, or on the post that you're gonna update. And it's like, it has like Excel built in, but it's a lot nicer and
a little more not as confusing,
like modern.
And not just for like business owners, but like me being a mom, I've thought of how I'm gonna like add my recipes on there. I could definitely see how I can like meal prep and meal plan for the week, any activities with your kids or whatever, especially now that you have to, you know, you're a mom and you have to also be a teacher because your kids are, you know, doing the e-learning. I feel like that would be really helpful to create a schedule and keep yourself on track with your kids.
And there's templates for everything. Like there's teachers on there that have their syllabus and all kinds of shit like that. So,
so Notion, check it out.
So yeah, that was my week.
That was pretty much his week. That sums it all up. Like trying to like get organized, and there's so many projects we have and so many things that we're working on that it's definitely overwhelming. So it's nice that we actually figured out a way of setting everything.
Of planning and shit like that. So
planning and actually setting like deadlines and stuff to make sure we get stuff done. That's really good. So something that I did this week.
Oh yes. Well, how was your week?
My week was great, thank you. One thing I did, I came up with this really like bomb ass recipe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you tried it. Paloma de fresa.
Yes, it was
and if
good.
You're listening, if you tried it, thank you for trying it. Thank you for tagging me. Thank you for sharing your pictures. Your drinks look bomb. They look so good.
I saw somebody made a jug.
Yes.
Which
Shout
is
out
a
to
genius
Jenny.
idea.
Yeah. I'm like, why didn't I do that? You know, that was so great. She said it was a hit. So shout out to Jenny for sending the picture to me. But that drink was so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
Originally I was gonna make margaritas de fresa, and I was making the stuff, and then I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do a margarita. I'm just gonna do a paloma.
Yeah.
And then I just went with it. And I look at like some inspiration, like Pinterest is one of them. I look at like recipes, like I try to get inspired, but honestly, I've never done a recipe, like followed it completely to what I've seen on Pinterest, just because I like to put my spin on things. And this recipe, I can probably say that I did not look at anything. I just kind of like, I think this would be good, that would be good. And it came out so good. So it's definitely been a favorite.
That was good.
That was so good. And so I was being tagged on these pictures on Instagram, right, of other people like recreating my recipes. And I'm like, oh man, se me antojó. So I was trying to get strawberries, but like we mentioned before, we get Instacart.
Yeah.
We do Instacart, and our shopper today dijo que no había fresas.
No strawberries.
En la tienda. So I'm like, But it's okay, because I plan on making that recipe with sandia.
Yeah.
So I'll keep you posted. Not sure if I'll like follow the same recipe, or maybe I'll tweak it a little bit to make it a little bit different, but I want to make palomas de sandia next. Stay tuned for the recipe.
So I'm loving it. Because
he's like, what are we doing today? And I do this on Fridays.
Yeah.
I do this on Fridays. Fridays is when we get to like have a drink, and I'm like, all right, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's cool. The recipes are good.
We've been having fun testing my recipes.
Yeah. This is like one of your best ideas.
Thank you. I tell him, I'm like, I became a quarantine bartender. It's funny. But yeah, I mean, what do you do, right? Like during quarantine, like,
Pues sí.
¿qué más vas a hacer?
Pues sí.
I wait till Friday to have a drink just because like during the week I don't like to drink alcohol because I work out in the mornings.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to discipline myself.
Yeah, I'm trying to follow that.
So yeah, that's why I wait till Fridays. But what we have been doing a lot of is watching Netflix.
Oh yeah, and our son has actually been letting us watch Netflix.
Yeah.
So that's
Se está portando mejor.
yeah. So
Shout out to Baby Juice.
Shout out Baby Juice
for getting it together and letting us watch a little more TV. So yeah, we've been watching a lot of Netflix, and we have a couple of shows that we've been watching. Uno de ellos, we already finished it, which is Monarca.
Yeah.
And
good show.
Very good show. I'm actually like, I tell my husband, I keep thinking that, oh, tonight we're going to like watch another episode or, you know,
but
we
done.
finished it and I'm like, fuck, like I want to keep watching it.
Yeah.
Like it's so good. I want to know what happens next. But no spoilers here. Pretty much what Monarca is about. It's a Mexican tequila distillery in Jalisco. I think it's in Tequila, Jalisco. And it involves a lot of family drama, corruption in the Mexican government, which is no surprise. But it's really, really good. That's all I'm going to say, because if I keep going, I'm going to ruin it for you guys. So that's one of the shows that we already finished watching. There's only one season available as of now, and I cannot wait for the second season. And the other show that we've been watching, we also finished the first season already. It's Dead to Me. And Dead to Me, my sister will text me, and she like randomly, she's like, send me the trailer to watch it, and she's like, you have to watch this, it's so good. So I was like, oh, okay, cool, you know, kind of like saw it, but then didn't like think much of it. And then one day I was scrolling through Netflix and I was like, what do I watch now? And I'm the type of person that I like to start shows even though if I don't finish them. And my husband hates that. He's like, can we finish one show first before you start another one?
Seriously.
But I'm the type of person that I'm in a different mood every day. So sometimes I want this type of drama, that type of drama, you know? So it depends on how I'm feeling. Sometimes I want to watch a documentary and learn a shit or two. Sometimes I want to watch how people cook. I don't know. So, I was scrolling through Netflix and I was like, I saw Dead to Me and I'm like, oh yeah, it was recommended. Finished the first season pretty quick. And we're on the second season. It's pretty good. It's how do I say this to not ruin it? A wife who loses her husband, and in the middle of all that, she loses her husband, but she gains a best friend. That's all I'm gonna say. It's pretty crazy. There's some humor to it. It's pretty funny. It's one of those shows that's addicting. You're like, okay, next. I think like last weekend I watched like 5 episodes back to back, and I'm like, oh.
Well, at first I was like, what the fuck? What show? Like, what is that?
Yeah, at first he was like on his phone, not really paying attention, but he got into it. He watches it now. Now he's like, don't watch another episode without me.
Yeah, I got into it. But
so
yeah.
I recommend that. I recommend Monarca and Dead to Me. What were we going to say?
Yeah, at first I was like, nah, I don't want to watch this. Like sometimes I'll watch a show and I'll just be like on my phone and, you know, and that's what happened with this one. But then I got into it. Yeah. It's a pretty good show.
Yeah, and then you start asking questions and I'm like, okay, I can pay attention or not?
Yeah. So I am paying attention now.
And then another show that I just thought of right now that we started watching is Restaurants on the Edge.
Oh, yeah.
And that was pretty cool. I didn't think much of it. Actually, funny story, Baby Juice chose that show for me. So I was like hanging out with him, you know, and he grabbed the remote and he started like messing around and he clicked on the show and it started. Yeah. And I was like, oh, okay. So I was too lazy to get the remote away from him. Yeah. And I just kept watching it and I was like, oh, this is actually pretty cool. And then my husband was like, oh, you started a show? And I'm like, well, actually, Baby Juice did. Yeah. And we've been watching it. Restaurants on the Edge is pretty cool.
That show's pretty cool, yeah. The chef guy is annoying a little bit, but...
Yeah. There's 3 people, interior designer, and then a chef, and then a guy who does business marketing / like alcohol.
Alcohol. Which I think that guy is like the creator of the show or something like that.
I don't know. But they go to restaurants that are literally on the edge, meaning like they're failing and they need like a makeover. They need some help. And some of these restaurants are also like on the edge, meaning like in really cool spots of the
Yeah.
world, like close to the water, like on
Like,
a mountain.
You look at these restaurants, you're like, how could they be failing if they're like in such a cool location?
Yeah, right.
Some of them.
And it's really cool because as an entrepreneur, like I enjoy watching like learning business stuff from like other industries and try to see how I can apply it to mine. So I enjoy stuff like that. And the interior designer is pretty cool. She's very talented.
Yeah, I like that she doesn't go like crazy with everything.
Yeah, she like does enough changes to this restaurant that are like wow, but not too much where it's like
A complete makeover, like a complete.
yeah. So it's really cool. I also fun fact, I enjoy interior designing. So I like that.
Yeah, it's a cool show. The we just watched what episode was it? The Costa Rica or an episode?
Yeah, we watched the Costa Rica episode. That was really cool.
Yeah,
That actually made me want to go to Costa Rica.
I've always wanted to go there. It's pretty cool. It looks pretty cool.
I like their whole
Pura vida.
yeah, tu dicho de ellos, pura vida, and it's like wow.
Yeah, I think I used to have that like on MySpace or whatever. You know how you had a quote. And
Pura vida, really?
yeah, it's probably like on my Facebook still.
Really?
I mean, I haven't updated any of that in a long time.
I so wish I could go back and see my MySpace. I know that shit was lame, but I wish I could go back and see it, pero pues no. I don't
Well, if you didn't know, I think you could still have access to your old MySpace account. Like all of it is still there.
But I don't even know what email I use.
Yeah. Well,
I have no clue.
there was like an issue with it because they had kept everybody's information or something like that. And then, like, if you try to access it, like a lot of people couldn't access it to delete it or something like that. I don't know, but like a couple years ago, I got an email from MySpace and shit like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Which I think now is like a music something.
So clearly, I'm not using the same email because I never got that email.
Probably not. But
Yeah.
okay, let's talk about the Tom guy from MySpace.
Yeah.
That guy is, man, he made his money and then he disappeared.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I don't know. Yeah, you're right.
You don't remember? You don't remember Tom?
Yeah, he was my friend. He was everyone's friend.
Well, yeah. So, like, have you heard of him? He's like a photographer now.
I actually forgot all about Tom, to be honest.
He's like a photographer now.
Really?
Yeah, he just
living it up.
living it up. That's what the
I
fuck
wonder
the
how much money he
Zuckerberg guy.
got from it.
I forgot, but he made a lot of money.
Like enough to not worry about anything anymore.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Dang.
I think he's like a billionaire now, but like not like barely a billionaire.
Oh, there's those people.
Yeah.
A poor billionaire.
But yeah, he's like a photographer now.
Oh,
and living it up and shit like that, which is what, the Facebook people should do.
Right.
Like
That's what I would have done. I'm
they
like,
should just retire.
peace. Give me my money and, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But no, they want
control?
more and more.
Yeah.
And if you didn't know, Facebook is a horrible company. If you want to look it up. If you want to talk about it, I'll talk about it with you.
Yeah,
please.
why? you seem like you want to talk about it. So
Well,
why are they a horrible company?
It's a horrible company.
Because of the whole like data stuff.
The data and censoring people that they shouldn't censor, and then they don't censor people that they should censor, and
they know too much about us.
No, it's like how people spread a lot of false information on Facebook?
Yes.
That's like, I think that's like their biggest issue.
Oh, okay. They allow this.
That they allow it,
I
and
see what you're saying.
so they'll...
It's probably why people are like, Facebook's for drama.
Yeah, well, if you go on Facebook, people are like...
It's puro chisme.
Everybody has friends on there that are like spreading like conspiracy theories,
Yeah,
right?
that's
Like
true.
some random weird shit.
It gives a platform for the crazies. Yeah.
Yeah, because people are like... And Facebook is like, okay, they're using our platform, and so we're cool with it.
Yeah, I see.
But there's more to it. Like the whole data thing is just
violating like people's rights and stuff, privacy, or
like I'm the type of person that like, okay, I'm gonna use your app, so I guess you can have some data.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that didn't we watch a Netflix show on this?
Yes, we did.
Of how they illegally were using people's data or something like that.
They were involved. If I remember correctly, they were involved in selling data.
Yeah, stuff like that
for the elections.
Yeah, see.
And in a way, that's how President Trump won.
Yeah.
Because like you have to watch it. I don't even remember the name of the documentary.
People like manipulated the data.
Yeah.
And so
I'm gonna look up the name of the documentary.
that was really good.
Yeah, and then I'll share it with you guys on our next episode. So you guys can check that out. But that documentary was actually pretty interesting and very mind blowing. Like, what? Facebook was behind all of this. Yeah. So, but going back to MySpace.
Yeah.
Because now you got me thinking, like, that was so cool. Like, the music was the best, you know? Like, oh, today I'm going to have this song when you go on my profile. The music and then, like, the layout of your profile.
You like the layout?
Yeah. Like, I like how, like, it almost, now that I'm thinking about it right now, it almost made me feel like, I don't know, like a website designer maybe?
Yeah, that was their whole thing.
Yeah, because, like, you would put, like, certain codes and like about me, and you could have like a picture or some type of like animation. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed that. It was cool, really cool. My top 8 friends. Yeah. That was pretty cool too.
So if you design websites and stuff like that, there's kind of like a joke of how people got started because of MySpace.
Okay,
like designing
I can see
websites
that. Yeah.
And stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. So I miss it now.
Maybe I should start a MySpace.
Maybe.
To espacio.com. But
maybe not.
That was cool though, how you could pick your song and shit like that.
And then, but now we live in a world of Instagram, and I'm not mad at it. I'm all for it. It blows my mind the stuff that like Instagram can really get people a platform and be like really successful. Yeah. You know? And so, like, it's influencers.
Unique. It's not like any other platform either.
No,
Instagram.
No, it's very unique, and that's how influencers, you know, came about. I feel like, and in a business standpoint, like I feel like it's amazing because it gives you so much free marketing. Yeah, and you can, if you use it to your advantage, it could be very, very helpful and successful for your business. So, especially like I said, small business owners.
Well, yeah, if we didn't have a business, I probably wouldn't be on Facebook.
Yeah.
You know?
And also, like, thinking about my industry, hairstylist, like, it is a must for you to have an Instagram. It is a must for you to be active on Instagram. And Instagram is, like, nowadays the portfolio for your work, you know? Yeah. That's, like, the yellow pages for your contact. Yeah. That's, like, that opens so many doors for any hairstylist. And, yeah, it's really cool. Coming from, like, I've been doing hair for 12 years now. When I started, like I said, MySpace was the thing. I was on MySpace for a social, you know, social things. I would post some hair pictures here and there, but like, oh, here's my friend's, like, new bangs, you know, boom, that's it. But, and then Facebook started, and same thing, I would post some work, but it wasn't what it is now. And then nowadays, like, seeing social media and even Facebook, how you can promote your work, and definitely Instagram, like, it's definitely changed my industry a lot. So it's pretty cool.
It's crazy. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of people, their business is all off of social media, off of Instagram, you know? So
if you're a business and you don't have a Facebook or an Instagram account, like, get it together, because me personally, I judge off of that, you know, like whenever I see like a restaurant or something, the first thing I do besides yelping it is looking at their Instagram. Yeah. Or I do Instagram more than Facebook. I would check out Facebook before, but now I'm just more of an Instagram user. But I definitely want to see like the pictures of the food or the drinks or whatever, the, you know, atmosphere. So little advice right there. If you are a business owner, use social media to your advantage. I'm going to bring up again this Lulu's Pink Berries.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's how I found it, Instagram.
Yeah, that's a good,
you know, good example. Over Mother's Day weekend, I kept seeing this Churro Cheesecake, and I told you, I was like, okay, I need to try this. I keep seeing these pictures, and they keep tagging Lulu's.
Oh, wait. So you kept seeing that, and you didn't know she lived like 2 blocks away from us.
No, and let me talk about the story. Yeah, so I kept seeing on Mother's Day weekend, and I'm like, okay, people are getting their strawberries or Churro Cheesecake, and I'm like, all right. And then I think that Monday I contacted her, and I was like, I DM'd her, you know, like, oh, where are you located? And it turns out she lives like 2 blocks away from where I live.
Yeah, like for real.
We walked there to pick up our order. And that was pretty crazy. And she's actually a former client. I've done her hair before. So I was like, oh, what a small world. Yeah, when she told me, she's like, oh, you actually did my hair. And I was like, oh, hey, Gabby.
Which the fact that she lives 2 blocks away from us is good and bad.
It's good. Yeah, girl. Sorry. Like, I might be hitting you up a lot, which is bad for me, good for you.
Like, could we order some more? Or,
yes.
like,
But yeah, once again, social media. So it's very, very important.
Yes.
So there's been a lot of talk about reopening salons.
Yeah.
Since I'm talking about like social media and like the industry, me acordé of the stuff that's going on. So hairstylists, us, we were emailed by ¿cómo se llama? Cosmetologist Chicago. Well, at least that's who I received my email from, Cosmetologist Chicago, and they had a video call conference with the governor last week, and so they sent out an email, which I appreciate, and giving pretty much like telling us information that was given by the governor when they had their video call conference, and I wish this would have been done sooner, because I feel like there are so many questions that we have that haven't been answered.
Yeah.
But like I said, I appreciate that as soon as they were able to talk to him, they reached out to us and let us know, like, hey, this is where we're at. So there is the possibility that we're going to be reopening June 1st as of now.
Yeah.
And then we were also giving, like, the salon protocols that we have to follow now. So, like, some of them are... I have to check like every client's temperature before when you come in before beginning the service. I have to check the temperature, make sure that it's not above 99 point. What is 99? No me acuerdo. What's the? Anyways, I have to make sure that you guys don't have like a fever.
98.6.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Before okay. And I have to do that. Obviously you have to wear a mask. You guys have to wear a mask. One thing that I don't know for sure is if I have to be wearing gloves during the whole entire service, because that wasn't mentioned. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
It's something that I plan on doing either way. Why not wear gloves? And then the whole hand sanitizer. We have to disinfect and sanitize all of our the chairs, the stations, everything before each client, after each client, and then. We have to use like tools like brushes, combs, clips, different on every client. So one thing that I plan on doing, and if you're a hairstylist and you're listening to this, an idea, I plan on like using like little plastic boxes, kind of like the boxes that we use for school, like to store pencils and markers. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Those plastic little boxes. I plan on using those, and in there putting, maybe 2 combs, a brush, hair clips, and kind of like setting out maybe 10 for the week or whatever, and have one available for each client that I'm using. So I'm not spending so much time like disinfecting and everything after each client. I can just use a box full of my tools and implements that I'm going to be using on each client and then move on. And at the end of my work day, I'll disinfect everything, have everything ready for the next day. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so
all of that makes sense to me.
Yeah. So what happened?
Okay, if somebody comes in and they have the coronavirus and you blow dry their hair, that coronavirus is like,
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, and that's another thing that I'm not sure. I know some states are not allowing to blow dry. It wasn't mentioned in the email anything about blow drying. So honestly, I don't have an answer for that yet. I don't know. But yeah, that's another thing. Like some states are not allowing stylists to blow dry because of that, because you just spread the germs with the blow dryer. So there's a lot of like changes, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous as to how we're gonna implement all of this. Going back to work on a busy day. So I guess it's the new norm, and we're just gonna have to get used to it. Ni modo.
Yeah. I don't think businesses should be reopening.
Not yet.
Because no.
Pues no. Pero
okay, when you tell people that people are already out and about.
They are.
So when you tell people like, okay, now you can be out and about and not really feel any shame, which they probably didn't feel shame, right? But it's gonna get worse. So
yeah.
So supposedly we're not supposed to reopen until the numbers like go down for like, I forgot how much it was, but
Which they haven't. They keep going up, right?
It has like I don't know. I want to say like 2 weeks, where the numbers have to be down for 2 weeks, right? And that hasn't happened. So I don't know how they're like if in Texas.
Yeah.
They reopened like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and on Friday they had their worst, like their highest numbers of coronavirus cases, and
which is what's gonna happen.
So what do you you know like what are you supposed to do? Like
it's scary. As a business owner, it's scary because it's like I don't know how safe I'm gonna feel, to be honest. You know, myself, I've been following social distancing guidelines since they said something in March. You know, since we had to close our salons. Like I mentioned before, I haven't like visited my parents, any family. You know, kept away. But who's to say that whoever comes to my church does the same thing? You know what I mean?
They haven't.
So it is a little scary, but it's something that I guess we have 2 weeks to see what happens.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to share some of the salon protocols that were shared to us by the governor. Some of the changes. If you're a client of mine, just kind of give you a heads up. You know, if I check your temperature, this is why, because I have to, and stuff like that. So we're only going to be allowed to have our client who's getting the service done. Nobody else, no kids, no sister, nobody. Only the person getting their hair done. Any extra people would have to wait outside.
Yeah.
So that's another rule.
So we have to figure out, like, what if there's more than 1 or 2 people working here at the same time?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't...
Yeah. So luckily, our stations are pretty far apart to begin with. We're not super close. So we would be following guidelines like that way. But we'll keep you guys posted.
Yeah.
Because we have to figure it out. And we have to wait for confirmation of reopening date and final confirmation or any other protocols that they might add. Right?
Yeah. I want to talk about something real quick.
Go ahead.
The beer.
Oh,
it's pretty strong.
Yeah? You feeling it?
A little bit. So it is 6.25% alcohol.
Yeah.
Which is not crazy strong.
Yeah.
But it's stronger than like a Modelo or a Victoria.
Yeah.
And those are like what, 4.5 or something like that?
4.5 Modelo, and I think Victoria is 5.
Something like that?
Yeah, but I know for sure they're not above 5.5.
Okay. But so the math for alcohol is not like regular. I don't know how they calculate it. I forgot. But if a beer is like 4.5 or 5%, and then it goes up to like 6.25, like the change is dramatic.
Okay.
So
explain that to me.
So it's not like, you know, when you think about it, it's like 1.5 or something like that. Like it's not a big change in your mind, right? But
it is.
But it is a big change, and it has to do with how much alcohol your body can consume.
Okay.
And I forgot the exact math, but it is a big change.
Okay.
I'm gonna look it up, and then maybe I'll talk about it. But it's a big difference. So it seems small in our brain, but it's a really big difference to your body. Okay. The 1 or 1.5 or 2% or whatever it is. So I think
you want to point that out?
I wanted to point that out.
He's feeling tipsy.
Nah, I think I need to read over that blog again or whatever I read, and to clarify and talk about it.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
It is.
But yeah, 6.25. Like I was thinking when I saw that, I was like, oh, it's like strong, but it's not too strong.
Yeah, it's
because most IPAs are like above 7.
Yeah.
And so like I know the Bonita slow some it's 7.5.
But if you think about it, you know, if let's say you drink a Modelo or a Victoria or a Corona, and that's like your regular beer, and those are about 4.5 or 5%, right? But then one day you're like, hey, I'm gonna drink something like this or something that's like 8%.
Yeah, it's a difference.
Like te tomas una and it like hits you, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And it's like it has to do with your body. I forgot. And I really wish I knew right now.
I know. I really want to talk.
I really want to talk about it, but I can't remember exactly how it works.
Yeah.
If you know how it works, please let us know. Comment. Send us a message on social media or whatever. But
what's the strongest beer you've had? Like that alcohol volume thing percentage?
What's it called? I had it with you. I bought it. No,
Which one was it?
it has like a vampire in the front
Are
or
you talking
something
about
like
the bastard one or arrogant?
the arrogant bastard. I think that's
Yeah.
what it's called.
A ver, let's Google it.
Yeah, Google it because it was like a big, big bottle, and it was like really strong. I don't know how. I think it was that one, or or we might just be confusing it with a different one.
Arrogant Bastard it's a stout ale, first of all. I just say that because I'm not a fan of
She doesn't like stouts.
No. I don't dislike them. It's just they're a little too heavy for me. So that is, oh my God, I lost it. Hold on, guys. It's 7.2. You may be confusing it.
Yeah, it wasn't that one then.
No, it's 7.2, which is still strong. But most stouts are pretty strong too. The strongest beer I've had, it's the Delirium. The brewery is Delirium.
Yeah.
Tremens. And they're Noel.
The Christmas one?
Yeah. That's just like 10%.
That shit is also like $12 for...
It's like $14 for one...
For like one beer.
But it's like, what, a pint?
Yeah.
So it's like bigger than like a regular... It's not a can or bottle. It's like bigger size. It looks like a little like a wine bottle.
Yeah.
It's
and
like
then...
that big almost. Yeah.
And then you can't really find those because they're seasonal.
And they sell out so quick. So when like Christmas season comes around, that's my husband's like job. Like be on the lookout for the Delirium Tremens Noel. And that beer is so good.
And they sell out fast.
Yes. And
one year I couldn't get any of them.
They're expensive. But I can see why. Like they're strong but they're really good.
Yeah.
So I think that's the strongest one I've had. I don't think I've had anything above 10% for beer.
I can figure out which one I was talking about because I think I had it right here at Elgin Public House. Or like one day
I don't think I was there. I remember you telling me. And I
remember not for that one.
Oh.
I think I confused the arrogant bastard one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but the Elgin Public one time I was like, "Give me the strongest beer you got."
Mm-hmm.
I was
You were young.
I was young and immature. And
you're trying to get fucked up.
Yeah, I used to do things like that. A quick story: one time we went to a bar and I was like, give me the most fucked up drink you got, and I drank it. So yeah, don't drink.
Not the most fucked up drink you got. Have you ever had a Bacardi 151?
I believe so.
Yeah, I've had it unfortunately about 3 times in my life.
Well, that's like it's supposed to be like Everclear.
Can I believe I didn't learn from the first time or the second? Shame on myself. But never again. Nope.
Never.
Nope. All right. Anything else you want to share with our listeners today?
Mm-mm.
That's it.
That's it.
All right. Well, this is the end for our 9th episode. I'm very excited and looking forward to our next episode. With our guest that I don't know about. So please comment if you think my husband should tell me. Let him know because I need to know what's gonna happen. Should I prepare for like a total shock, or should I know to be prepared? What are you doing?
There we go.
Oh my God!
A total shock.
See, the beer got to him. I was like, "What's going on?"
That's how you're gonna be if I don't tell you.
Yeah. I don't know. Surprises. Me and surprises. When you surprise me, do I look surprised?
When I surprise you, do you look surprised?
Yeah.
Or do you look mad?
No. Well, I probably look mad. It's because I don't react well to surprises.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Like, well, I may look like I'm mad, but I'm not. I don't know how to react to them. That I don't. I'm like, thank you. Anyways, so yeah, let them know. And we'll catch you guys in our next episode. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
If you're watching us on YouTube, please like and subscribe to our channel.
If you want to go the extra mile, share our video.
Yes.
It will help us grow.
Please.
Especially with our cool guest next week.
Oh my God. The suspense.
No, but yeah. Share our videos.
All right. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Take care.
Peace.